We did it. You and me. We did it. And my hair still looks like ramen noodles. Today, I woke up and I checked my YouTube channel, and you and I reached 100,000 subscribers. You guys know that I do not like referring to you guys as subscribers. I'll say it for the technical term. I've used it on my Facebook and I've used it in my videos, but overall, you guys know that I like talking to you guys as my family. My father passed away in 2014, and I almost lost my mother recently. My father's side of the family, they don't accept me because of my religion, and my mother's side is unfortunately passed away. I have 2 children, 2 of which I lost 2 years ago, and then I got back recently. I'm currently going through some things, which leaves my kids and you. I don't know what I would do without you guys, because it gets hard in my personal life to wake up alone. Now, when I say alone, I'm talking about just not having any friends in real life, or I don't know how to explain it. There's only a certain amount of things you can talk to your children about. I wake up, and while my kids are still asleep, the first thing that I do is I get on and I talk to you. I talk to you. Now, you could be one of many people, but overall, you are always on my mind. So, to the point of this video, I wanted to try to give back some of the things you've given me. One of my beautiful family members suggested that I do a self-harm scar kissing video. So we're going to start with that and progress to other things. I have self-harmed. You're not going to be able to see it because I'm so pale. I don't even know how to show you. This symbol right here has 1, 2, 3. Can you see them? When I was 14 years old, I had a boyfriend, and he used to cut himself when he would get angry. So one night, we would drink. His mother would let us drink in the house, and I was really drunk, and he came in and was very angry about something. I don't remember what exactly, but he began cutting himself very, very bad, and I got upset. So when he put the knife down, I picked it up and cut 3 large slices into my forearm. I remember couldn't feel it when I did it, and he was very upset with me and quit cutting over it because he's seen the damage it could do to others. Fast forward a few years, and I was going through some usual teenage stuff, which everybody experiences pain on a different level. Don't you ever think that your pain is any less than somebody else, because all pain is terrible. But unfortunately, pain needs to be experienced to become more enlightened and aware, conscious of the world. It doesn't have to be physical. I'm talking about mental, but self-harm is both mental and physical pain. So anyway, 2 years later, I'm going through some things, and there was nothing else I could really think of doing to solve my problems. I couldn't talk to my mom or dad, and I don't know what came over me, but I remember my mother had an X-Acto knife, and I was sitting out on the porch, and it was summer, and I picked up the box cutter X-Acto knife thingy or whatever it is. It has the little half razor blade on the tip of it, and I just started doing it really quick, like, and I know this may be a trigger warning, and I apologize for that. I will put it in the title. And the pain wasn't pain. It was almost like a release. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, this doesn't feel good, but it's helping. And I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what it looked like. I enjoyed the blood. I enjoyed the next day. I enjoyed the scabs, and I enjoyed the little scars. But what I didn't enjoy was whenever certain people found out and were very upset with me, and yeah, so that's really my first self-harm story. I would rather not talk about whether or not I do it now, because it's been a very long time since I have done it, but I'm not going to say I ever stopped. It's very hard to get over, and I don't like when people just tell you, why do you cut? Like, what's wrong with you? That's one big thing that just always gets me, is because I thought about it too. When I got older, I was like, oh, well, you know, I just cut for attention when I was younger. But eventually I started going through something worse, and I did it again. And then everything changed, and I thought to myself, it's not for attention anymore. It's to let it out. But today, I want to talk to you and tell you that if you've cut or are a cutter, you're not alone, and I'm here because I'd like to kiss your scars better. And yeah, some of you may be watching this and are thinking, that is so stupid, childish, and cringeworthy, and cringy, and whatever else, and I don't care. You guys have helped me get away from that for so long now. You guys have pushed me away from doing things like that. Do you know what I mean? And today, I hope I can help you out a little bit. So, if you have any scars, they might not be on your arms or anywhere close, but wherever they are, as long as they're not on your penis or vagina, your P's and Q's or your P's and V's, we'll be okay. I'm kidding. So, I'm sorry that you hurt yourself at one point. I'm sorry that you've never, at one time, you didn't feel good enough. I'm so sorry. I know what it feels like not to be good enough. I know what it feels like not to be wanted and not to fit in. Oh, trust me. But I do want to point out that I may not understand everything that you're going through right now, okay? But I can try. You know? Life can be so painful. And trust me when I say that, there's been times where I didn't want to go on. And there are still times when I feel that way. And I feel so alone. And I feel like nobody cares. And that's why I'm so serious when I say how much I love you guys. There's so many YouTubers out there and it pisses me the fuck off. I'm sorry. But let me see. It pisses me off that they forget where they came from and that it's because of you guys that they're there. That they've been given all those opportunities to go to different places and do meet and greets and have merchandise and all that good shit. And it's like they act like they're doing their subscribers a favor. And maybe they are, but they just need to remember. I don't know. I'm just bitching. Let's make this about you now. You don't mind that I'm touching them, do you? Okay. I'm just feeling them. I'm sorry. Have you ever heard whenever a woman gives birth and she gets stretch marks and they call those stretch marks tiger stripes? Tiger stripes, stripes, tiger stripes. Well, that's what you can consider your scars in a way. They're like your stripes. Or your markings. They're you. They are you. Here, come here. That sounded so creepy. I love you. That sound, did you hear that? That was in my throat. But I'm serious. I love you, and I'm so thankful I have you. I want you to look at me, and I want you to get serious for a minute. And I want you to know that you are what keeps me alive, you and my children, every single fucking day. You are what helps keep me here whenever times get so bad. And I don't ever want you to think for a moment that you're not appreciated, that you're not loved, that you're not cared for, okay? I know sometimes I can't always reply to you, and sometimes I can't always get back to you, but I just want you to realize how fucking special and how important you are here, and how many people do that bullshit where they're like, what the fuck's a safe space? This is a safe space. And this is where you belong. And this is where I belong. Okay? Okay. So, let's see your other scars. Even if they're not self-harm scars. Are you feeling a little bit better? Just a little bit better. So, do you remember? And you might not, because you might not watch everything I post, but in one of my videos, actually in one or two, I told you guys how I literally have every single prop that I use in my videos around me. It's actually really depressing because it goes to show how I don't fucking clean up after myself. But that has a lot to do with depression. And I thought, since I just kind of have these laying around, I could just comb your hair and talk to you a little bit about depression. Depression, 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 depression. And I want to let you know very straight up and forward that depression can be experienced at any age. Depression is experienced in both cats and dogs. Wait, what in God's name did I just say that for? No, I mean, they can probably experience it, but no, I was actually trying to say both men and women and children and adults. I don't know where the fuck I got cats and dogs from. What in God's name? I suffer very, 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 very badly with depression. In fact, the reason I haven't made a video in the past 2 days is because of my depression. I literally, yesterday, laid in bed and only got up to pee while my kids were downstairs. Well, I take that back. They were upstairs with me sometimes, but overall, I hate when my kids have to see me like that. And I've been getting help for it, don't get me wrong. You guys know that my children were unfortunately gone for a while, and during that time, I was required to get some counseling and some help for it, and it really did work. It's okay to have it. Depression is okay to have. I want to let you know that, okay? Basically, it's never gonna go away. They tell me. They tell you. I'm not sure what they tell you, but they told me that depression just doesn't go away. So we have to embrace it. You know? What else are we gonna do? I think I posted in my last video that we feel the way we want to. We are sad because we want to be sad, and that's okay sometimes. You know, I want to let you guys know that. I want to let you know especially that it's okay to ask for help. When I remember like 6 years ago, it was like you could never ask for help. Asking for help was such a bad thing. I'm just rubbing through your hair, rubbing my fingers through your hair. But yeah, asking for help was like such frowned upon, but nowadays you can ask for it. And please don't ever hesitate to ask, because of course depression can lead to cutting. So I'm always going to suffer from depression, and I'm sure you guys can tell that right now I'm a little depressed. I just hit 100,000. I should be so grateful, and like I said, I am. I literally love you guys so much, but we just get this way sometimes, you know? People do. And tomorrow I'll probably be back to my good old self again. This happens to me every few months. But it goes away after like a week. Thought that would give a little trigger or so. That shit smells so good. So basically, the point of today was A, thanking you for 100K. B, letting you know that you are my entire life. You and my kids. That's all I need, you guys. C, that I'm sorry for any pain you've been through, and I really hope I can continue to help you as much as I can. But I'm going to need your help a little bit, if that's okay. Some ideas, some things that I could do. And D, depression is okay to have. We just gotta embrace it. We gotta own it and live with it. And E, I love you. I want you to know that. I want you to look in my eyes and realize that, as creepy as I look, looking at you like this, that I love you. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna get out of here. My mom is in the hospital and I'm going to go visit her, okay? Give me a hug. I love you so much. Please, 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 don't forget that, okay? Okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow.